Hey guys, it is Nikki with Delicate Tension Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you just have very, if you have a lot of that sitting in your chart. Sorry, now I'm like, I'm starting to feel very spacey, so maybe that's where you're at. Maybe you're lost in the clouds a little bit. Anyways, this is a reading for the new moon in Libra. This is a time about really trying to get harmony and balance back into our lives, whether it is with interpersonal relationships, business, friends, family, even with ourselves. It's all up to you on how you do it. I've been telling people, I think my only issue with the energy might be, don't be keeping the peace for the sake of keeping the peace. Make sure that if you're doing it for really good reasons. Because I keep having this really weird feeling at the end of the day that could backfire possibly. So yeah, let me tune into your energy for a bit here. Keep in mind, this is not going to resonate with everybody. This is a general reading. So take what works for you, whatever doesn't. And if nothing resonates, then it's not your reading. So yeah, let me sit in y'all's energy for a bit. Let's see what it is that I see. I want to put these down for a second. I feel like I really have to give my undivided attention. My eyes feel a little watery, so there could be some emotions coming to surface at this time. Maybe you're still processing emotions from the full moon that we had in your sign. But I also literally feel this sensation of somebody wiping tears away from my cheek. So maybe this is the act of you doing this for yourself, because it feels very solitary. Ooh. Okay. What's going on, guys? Oh, okay. Yeah. There's some heavy energy, so I really hope that whatever it is that's going on can be resolved. It feels very internal, though. I will say that it feels very internal. I don't think that this is something that is necessarily being shared with others, because, like I said, it's very solitary energy. And that wanted to come out, so Queen of Cups, that is very solitary, emotional, watery energy. And in the background, if you notice, there is kind of this essence of a storm that is looming behind her. We do kind of see the sun coming out in the clouds, but you know, there's this interesting thing of just it's almost like there's support around you that you're not using or utilizing. And you're just standing there. You're standing there with your emotions. You're trying to get an understanding of them. Four of Swords energy, once again, very solitary energy. This is processing pain. This is healing from pain. This is needing to have a bit of a lie down. It could be depression. Jesus Christ. Nine of Swords, yeah. This is definitely explaining the energy that I'm picking up on. Look. Page of Swords in reverse. Well, I'm going to finish pulling and then I'll run through it. Because I just feel like I need to be shaking my head. Four of Pentacles in reverse. There we go. That's what I want to see. It's a lot better. Emperor. Okay. We do have the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like I said, there's very solitary energy right now, very emotional energy. Whatever you're dealing with, you are definitely not talking to other people about, and you are dealing with it purely on your own. Especially with the way that this looks. Now, Queen of Cups, Four of Swords energy. Four of Swords to me is, like I said, having a bit of a lie down. It can be about going within and really meditating on or looking at our emotions and really trying to understand what happened here. Which in this card, this is usually representing the Three of Swords energy, which is it's loss, it's pain, it's heartache, it's physically crying, it's a lot. And now you're resting under what has happened to discover the truth, which is in the Ace of Swords. And it's you're literally touching it. Like, I feel like you're reaching out to touch what the truth is, or to figure out or understand the truth. And I think this is really about getting to the truth of the emotions that you're feeling or experiencing at this time. You cannot communicate them though right now. Page of Swords in reverse energy. This is a lack of communication. Honestly, this is more of a... I mean, I'm literally hearing total shutdown mode. All systems are shutting down. I do think you're putting on this facade though, and the Emperor. Although I was like, oh, exciting, the Emperor. When I'm looking at this and then I go over here and I look at that, it sticks out like a sore thumb. And I feel like you're putting on a really good face. I think you're showing up as someone who is in control of their emotions. You're not letting anybody see this because you feel like there's no point in letting anybody see this, because why? I'm in control. I'm good. I don't let anything bother me. That's what this energy shows up as. You could also have Aries somewhere in your chart, because this is usually ruled by Aries. But there's a lot of anxiety happening here. There's a lot of fear. I mean, this is also lack of sleep. It could be staying up at night overthinking. It could be not being able to sleep due to the way that you're feeling or thinking. But I do see a certain level of depression that could be experienced here at this time. With the Four of Pentacles in reverse energy too, this could be about... Honestly, Four of Pentacles in reverse, when I keep looking over at the Five of Pentacles, this could be feeling as if something has been lost. Or, like I said, feeling like you have to deal with something on your own. So let's go ahead and try to clarify this energy. I don't want this to be y'all's new moon energy, you know? And I mean, granted, with the supportive energies behind the new moon, I think that there is an opportunity where you can get this into balance, you can bring it into harmony, you can fix it. But with the overall energy that I felt in the beginning, it's a bummer. It sucks. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups and the Four of Swords here. We have the Empress in reverse. It's quite possible that there is something happening right now where you're either feeling this way due to feeling a lack of being able to be stable, or a lack feeling a lack of being able to nurture and grow something, or within your own life, within yourself, or this is energy of you feeling as if this is something that is not obtainable to you. This could be another person, but it is someone that you would view in some form of a high regard. And it could be why you're experiencing this stress, or feeling shut out, or feeling out in the cold, or feeling this lack of being able to communicate. Let's clarify the Nine of Swords and the Four of Pentacles here. Okay. Ten of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Because we have two tens, those are cycles, those are completions. This to me also feels like this could have been attached to an opportunity. Because we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, it was an opportunity that was released. Whether it was by you or another person. But here's the thing here too. We have the Emperor and we have the Empress in reverse. That essentially is either going to be a couple, or it's going to be two people that have a bond. Very strong, especially since it is in the higher vibration of the major arcana. And when we have Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Pentacles, it is something that was either long-term, or it's something that went on for a very long time. I do think it is quite possible that this energy is what released it, or this energy was what, you know, decided or decreed, like, hey, okay, been doing this for a really long time, nothing's changing, or, you know, this is nothing is going to change, and this is as good as it gets, so I have to just let this go. So let's clarify the Page of Swords in reverse here. And we have the Seven of Swords. Let's clarify the Emperor. Yep, that's what I was talking about. We have the Devil and the Six of Cups. This is a very deep bond. This is a deep bond you cannot escape, or you feel like you can't escape. The Devil energy can also be obsessive, especially with the fact that we have the Queen of Cups in reverse as well. This could be thinking a lot about this. This can be something that does kind of get you, I'm going to use this word, discombobulated. This is something that does turn you into an emotional mess. It's a very confusing thing. It's something that I don't think you quite have had the ability to grasp or understand yet. And I think it's because it's almost like, because that bond exists, but for whatever reason, there keeps being like a snafu that happens here. There's a cycle that's not ending. There's a cycle in the situation that either is not ending, or it just recently ended and it needed to end, and now it's trying to figure out how to put all the pieces back together. Because with the Page of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Swords, you either feel like you're not getting all the information you need at this time, or you're not sharing all the information you need to at this time. Whether this is your energy or another person. I want to clarify the Five of Pentacles. I'll just go ahead and put it on the table so it'll make more sense. Because with the Five of Pentacles, underneath that, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse, and then we have the Knight of Cups in reverse under that. So to me, like I said, that is definitely someone closing out the cycle on a long-term situation, because they either didn't feel like, yeah, there was no communication, no emotional communication. There was nothing. There was nothing coming in. And why was there nothing coming in? Why was there no communication? Because we have the Eight of Swords, the Fool, and the Moon in reverse. That is a lot of confusion and a lot of feeling stuck around taking a leap of faith into the unknown. And with the Fool is the King of Cups. And essentially that is you, or that is supposed to be in you in your highest vibration. That Fool was having a very hard time taking a leap of faith in their emotions. And like I said, if this is not you, but it applies to the other person, then it is the other person's energy. Ten of Swords, Two of Cups, the Sun. Yeah, I think you're going to put an end. Whatever you are feeling right now, I think you're going to put an end to it. And I think you're going to choose to come into some form of communication with somebody who does make you happy. It very well could be somebody that you've known for a very long time. It could be this person that you know, feel all discombobulated about. But either way, I think you're just wanting to put an end to the anxiety that you're experiencing from the lack of speaking up or talking about the way that you feel, or this person is feeling this way at this time. And I do think you need to put an end to it, because I feel like either way it's going to change. Like either way, there's going to be this whole push comes to shove moment within yourself. Because I will be honest, like being in that energy, Nine of Swords, Four of Swords, Devil, Queen of Cups in reverse, Queen of Cups upright, Page of Swords in reverse. Like all of that energy is very tumultuous. And at some point, especially in terms of like going through the tarot story, the Tower is going to come down, and the Tower is going to force certain things to happen so you can either get out of that energy or so you can change that energy. But I do think that it is important in understanding that you're wanting to end whatever this cycle is that you continue to move through within yourself. This is a repetitive pattern here. And you want to stop the pattern because you're realizing that all I'm hearing is that, like, why do you not listen to your intuition? Why do you not listen to your intuition? You know things and you don't follow them. And then when you don't follow them, this happens. Like Seven of Swords energy, Page of Swords in reverse energy happens. And then you're in a mess. And then you don't know how to fix it and you don't know how to clean it up. And if, like I said, if this is not your energy and it's another person, then you keep getting into situations with people who you feel these connections and bonds with, but you can't, there's always something that isn't, it's like there's that little thing that's missing. There's that one thing that you're not quite sure of, and it's all, you feel it. You feel, like I said, you feel this deep bond with them, but there is this thing inside of them that you're like, fuck, I know this can't work. That being said, let's pull some clarifying energy here to see exactly what it is that's going on. What is the overall themed energy here for Pisces for the new moon in Libra? Yep, I missed you. Move forward. Resistance and overflow. And at the bottom we have respond. So if you are not communicating your emotions at this time, you need to. I feel like this energy of I missed you, move forward, resistance, and overflow. It's almost like the simplest thing ever in the world is to express the emotions. I mean, I can sit here all day long and call it simple, right? I'm a freaking... I am me. I am me. I understand what I want to say, when I want to say it, how I want to say it. I know how I feel and I know how to express how I feel. Sometimes I actually don't, so big freaking surprise there. But it's almost like, I think when I look at the severity of the situation in my mind, I'm like, hey, the easiest thing ever is to speak up. Because if you speak up, you have the opportunity to move forward and you don't have to experience so much resistance in your life, because I feel like the more you continue to repeat this cycle, the more resistance you feel in your life, the more things come up against you, the more difficult life becomes. And if you just moved forward and just like opened up to all of this, then you would experience this overflow of abundance into your life. You would experience this overflow of these beautiful things coming in, where things would really start picking up and moving forward. So I think right now the real question is do you want to get balanced out? Do you want to get stable? And do you want to move forward? If you don't and you want to stay stuck in the mess, then stay stuck in the mess. I'm not here to make decisions for anybody. I'm just here to honestly translate what it is that I see. So with this new moon energy, the decision is yours. Do you want to stay in this energy? Or do you want to take a leap of faith into something you haven't done before? Or something you haven't done in a very long time? Because right now, I really do think this is energy about taking chances. Because it's time to make the gesture. Like I said, I really do think it's time to take that leap of faith in whatever direction it is that you want to go in. Because I promise you it's going to be a lot better than staying in this really fucked up energy. So please take care of yourselves. Love yourselves. Nurture yourselves. Do right by yourselves. I understand what it means to keep a strong face for the rest of the world when we have so much going on inside. But in this case, I don't necessarily think it's worth continuing to do. If this resonated with you, and you know, it might not have been specifically to your situation, and you are curious, you can contact me at delicatetensiontarot@gmail.com. If this didn't resonate with you, there are plenty of other readers on YouTube that are absolutely fabulous. But either way, thank you for joining me, and I will be seeing you for the readings for the first 2 weeks of October.